Greetings, beautiful people. Welcome back to Uncle Lou's Kitchen. Today I've got a very special guest in the house. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi.
So today I've got a special guest.
Hi everyone, my name is Mark. I'm from Lebanon, and today we're going to be cooking a very popular dish in the Middle East, but we're doing a vegan version of it. We're doing a vegan Maqloubeh.
So this dish, actually I've seen it posted online and I've been dying to try this for a very long time. Now, I'm very fortunate in that my colleague here from work, he happens to be from Lebanon, and I was posting it out. I was like, can anyone make this dish? And here we have it. So you're in for a treat, guys. Again, sorry for being delayed. I'm in and out of doing videos, and it's going to be a bit slower this time around because I've just had a baby boy. He's a lovely kid.
Cutest boy ever.
Cutest boy ever. Thank you, my man. He's a cute little baby, and that's why it's things are taking a bit longer to do the videos, but I'm still here and still cooking. So yeah, hope you enjoy it, folks. If you like vegan food, vegetarian, plant-based, there are no animals or animal products on my channel, please hit the like button, hit subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I hope you enjoy the video, folks. Have a good one. Okay, folks, I'm trying out a new concept here to reduce the amount of time this particular section takes because it always takes a while. So the amounts are going to be put in the description below. So for this particular recipe, you're going to want some rice, some aubergines or eggplants, some tomatoes, some cauliflower, some vegan meat or vegetable alternative that you prefer, some onions, some vegan chicken stock, some parsley, salt and pepper, some pine nuts, and for your spices you're going to want some cinnamon, some cloves, some allspice, some turmeric, and some cardamom. Okay, so Mark, this is the first step. What are we going to do?
So we have our eggplant as well as our cauliflower all cut up. We're going to put some olive oil and salt on them, put them in the tray, and then put them in the oven, 180 degrees, for half an hour.
Okay, perfect. So tell us about this dish.
So we actually do it quite often, and my family actually. I think it's a typical Levantine dish across the Arab world. Yeah, there's different basically types of it or variants. Some people put turmeric, others don't. So it really depends actually on the country, the region, and what the family actually likes. Yeah, let's see how it turns out.
And these are the most standard ingredients, like the cauliflower and the aubergine?
Yeah, some people like to omit the cauliflower, just keep the aubergine or the other one. Other like to add more vegetables, like I've seen people put potato in there. I've seen other vegetables as well, but for me these would be the typical ones that I would put in. Some people like to eat it with yogurt. I don't. What else can I tell you about this? It tastes amazing.
So that's the first step. Now we're going to put that in the oven. 1 second, let me follow you.
So this is going to go for half an hour in the oven.
And that is on 180. Okay, good. Let's move on to the next step. Okay, so here we have the vegan chicken stock, and I've added just 3 bay leaves into there. Now, out of the spice mix that we're using, we're going to add the, what's this one? This is the cardamom.
Yeah.
So that was half a teaspoon of cardamom. What else we got in there? What was that?
Half teaspoon turmeric.
Turmeric, and I think that's the cinnamon.
That's the cinnamon.
Basically, stir it up until that's all been dissolved in.
Meanwhile,
so we're gonna put almost like 2 tablespoons of olive oil to cook the onions with it for 5 minutes on low heat if you have a gas stove. So just gonna wait for it a bit.
So just a quick shout out to the Meatless Farm Code. This is not a sponsored ad. Just this is the mincemeat that I usually buy with 400 grams in it. So.
Right.
This is the first time Mark's using vegan meat.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we're gonna add the meat to it and cook it till brown. Okay. So we stirred the meat for a couple of minutes, and now we're gonna add half a teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of cloves, and half a teaspoon of allspice in there. And we're gonna stir it some more so that it takes some flavor to it.
5 minutes later.
Okay, so some time has passed now. The oven beeped, and it's now ready.
Now we're gonna start layering.
Okay.
So first step before layering, we're gonna put some olive oil just to grease the pot a bit. All right. All right, so your first layer is actually gonna be the tomatoes. So we're gonna cover the bottom with all the tomatoes that we have here. So we actually put the first layer as tomatoes, so this is gonna prevent the sticking of the meat. It's gonna be your first layer when you're gonna flip the pot, which we're gonna see at the end of, right. So we're gonna actually put some salt also on the tomatoes. So the secret to Maqloobeh is you need to put on every layer some salt, just to give it a bit of flavor as well. So the next layer is actually going to be the meat. So we did do a lot of meat here. We're not gonna put all of it, but we're gonna put some and we're gonna have to stack it well. All right. We're gonna use this actually to stack the meat.
Oh, you're compressing it?
Yes. All right.
Nice.
So I'm also gonna add some salt and pepper to the meat, which you can also do while cooking it. So the next layer is actually gonna be the aubergine that we cooked in the oven. We're gonna put it right on top of the meat. So once you have your aubergine, we're also gonna put the cauliflower in.
You don't put salt on this now?
We're gonna put on both of them
Okay.
together.
Is cauliflower used a lot in Lebanese dishes?
It is. We also do cauliflower sandwiches,
Wow.
which is a favorite for a lot of people, including myself. So cauliflower, tahini, some vegetables like tomatoes, pickles, and you have a perfect mix. So I actually have 3 cups of washed rice here. Some people choose to wash the rice, others not. We personally did it. You can choose to have more or less depending on how big your family is, but at least have 2 cups so that you can layer well, and you're gonna see at the end what it's gonna look like. So this is 3 cups of washed rice. Oh, so now we're gonna put in the rice. And we're gonna do the same as we did with the meat. We're gonna stack it with our cup. So I'm gonna also add some salt to this layer as well on the rice. And now the next step is we will need to add the stock that we have. All right.
Okay, so we're back here.
So we're actually gonna put a plate on top before putting the stock so that the ingredients, including the rice, doesn't move while we're adding the stock. All right, so we have our plate in place. We're actually ready to add the stock. So we're gonna add this. This was 6 cups of stock for the 3 cups of rice that we have. All right.
So where did you learn to make this?
So we used to eat it as kids all the time, and my grandma used to do it. So when I went to live abroad, I actually wanted a bit of flavor from home. So I learned how to do it, and I kept doing it for my friends, and everyone seemed to love it. So I just kept doing it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you've taken the...
So now we're taking out the plate, and as you can see, we still have everything layered. So we're gonna start by putting it on medium heat. So 5 minutes have passed on medium heat. We can start to see some bubbles. So once you have that, you're gonna cover it, and we're gonna put it on low heat for 50 minutes.
50.
Yeah, exactly. 50 minutes like that.
Okay.
We're gonna wait.
So now I'm gonna get to know a bit of Mark here. So Mark, right, let's do a bit of an interview.
All right.
Right, so let's talk about your culinary experience.
My culinary experience, I mostly cook Lebanese food, so like I can do some hummus, I can do some tabbouleh, fattoush, rizajej, like a bit of everything. I haven't really wandered much, so I don't know much about other cuisines. I've tried a few other dishes, but mostly Lebanese, though. that's pretty much it.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you now, like, let's say for example, vegan people traveling to Lebanon.
I actually had a friend that came from Germany a few years back, and she stayed for almost 3 weeks. And it was actually super easy to find food because Lebanese cuisine, you have a wide variety of ingredients, especially for vegans and vegetarians. We have a lot of salads, a lot of like fried stuff that's only like for vegans or vegetarians. So in Lebanon, the cuisine really focuses on freshness. So we love like, if we have like dishes, it's mostly olive oil, lemon, a lot of vegetables, contrary to maybe some other cuisine in the area where they love to add like sauces like yogurt, tomato paste, or like tomato sauce. We don't really have as much in Lebanon as that.
Okay, so what would you say the top 3 best dishes if you're visiting Lebanon?
As a vegan?
Yeah.
Alright, definitely the salad. So we have fattoush, tabbouleh, also our dips like hummus, baba ghanoush, which is just eggplant. What else? We actually do a lot of home cooking that most people don't know about. So it would be these dishes with rice. You would have beans, you would have okra, you would have different types of vegetables. But there's a lot actually that can satisfy the needs of a vegan. So definitely visit Lebanon if you're looking for a good culinary experience.
Good man.
So we just cooked the rice for 50 minutes.
5-0.
5-0. We're gonna let it now rest for 10 minutes. And once it's done, we're gonna flip it. In the meantime, we're gonna basically fry some pine nuts to basically put it on top. So we're gonna add some olive oil and actually fry the pine nuts. So we're gonna put 50 grams, so this is 100, half of these. Alright, a bit more. Excited for this.
Also, that olive oil is now infused with the flavour of pine nuts as well, so
absolutely
use that for something else.
Eventually.
Okay, we're recording. So, Mark, let's do this. Right, so
moment of truth. We're gonna have to flip this. It's you have one chance. It either breaks or it doesn't. So, are you guys ready?
let's do this.
All right. Okay.
Right, fingers crossed, mate, because if not, you don't know.
All right. Let's see how it turned out.
Right, so I've just come around the other side.
Moment
I
of
want to
truth.
get the moment of truth here. Let's have a look.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
I'm standing in the light. Ah,
Here it is, guys.
My man.
Maqloobeh. Ready for us to eat.
I love that. The tomatoes look so juicy.
They are.
Look at that. Amazing. Right, what are we doing now? Let's have a look.
We're gonna add some of the pine nuts. So we fried some of the pine nuts. And we're just gonna add them on top of it.
That's okay.
Alright, and we're gonna add some parsley for freshness as well.
It's absolutely stunning. Like, the thing is, we need to take this outside to the sunlight because I want to take some nice photos of it.
And this is it.
That looks absolutely amazing. Right, one sec. Now.
So usually we would actually break it to serve it, but in this case we kind of did a small presentation for you guys to be able to see it better. We've added some vegan yogurt to it. These are the final touches.
So as you can see, it was a complete success. Didn't feel myself munching on it. But anyway, folks, I want to give a massive thanks to Mark. Mark.
Still getting filmed, huh?
Yeah, you're still being filmed, my man.
Alright, thank you so much everyone for watching this video, for following us. Please subscribe down below, like the video, share it. It's Uncle Lou's Kitchen. وإن شاء الله عجبتكم الطبخة. Thank you.
Thank you. And there you have it, folks. Another episode of Uncle Lou's Kitchen. I hope you enjoyed this one. And remember, as always, if you like vegan food, vegetarian, plant-based, there are no animals or animal products on my channel, please do hit the like button, do subscribe. I want to give a massive shout out and a thank you to Mark for coming in and making this awesome video with me. It's been an absolute pleasure, sir. Thank you very much, and I wish you all an amazing day. Greetings, beautiful people. Welcome back to Uncle Lou's Kitchen.
I'm gonna go with you.
Do it.
I went.